Hey bitches, I'm back. The bitch is back by popular demand of absolutely no one but me. And that's the only person that matters, really. So, we're back for my little pod for my friends, for the homies only. I think that's what it's called, or what I called it. And I have a list of things that I want to talk about this week. I'm so official. Bye. I have a list of things I want to talk about this week because there's just been a lot on my mind, okay? And I feel like I need to get into it, and I want to know what you guys think. And yeah, let's begin. Okay, so the first thing on my list and my current obsession is the Short and Sweet album by Sabrina Carpenter. Now, this album has been out for a while. I think it's been out for like a year or something, or like almost a year. It's been a while, and I've known like the popular songs on the album. Let me pull it up so I can really talk about it. Okay. So I knew the song Please, Please, Please. I knew the song Bedcam, I think. Obviously Espresso. And I knew the song Taste. Okay, because these are all songs that are like mainstream or like that play on the radio, even though I don't listen to the radio. But if I did, those are songs that I would know about. Okay, that's the point. So yeah, I've known those songs. And when I went to Europe with my mom last summer, I was streaming Please, Please, Please like the back of my fucking hand because I was going through a breakup. And so Please, Please, Please was just hitting me too good. But the other song, this is an honorable mention, is Good Luck Babe by Chaperone. Okay, Good Luck Babe is such a good song. It is such a good song for no reason. Like, Chaperone has no fucking business being so talented, and neither does Sabrina Carpenter. But like, I've always loved a pop girl. If you know me, you know this about me. To know me is to know, like, I listen to my rah-rah shit, but I love a pop girly, and I love to scream, sing a song, and I love to relate. And now I'm actually going through shit where the music be hitting me too real. Like, it be hitting me too deep. So basically, yeah, I wanted to talk about the Short and Sweet album because I think it's really good. Just recently, I'm in, like, a relation situation that has me listening to songs for when you're going through it, because niggas be putting you through shit for no reason. And that's on my list too. Don't worry, I'll get there. Don't you worry, I will get there. Okay, so I wrote down that I wanted to talk about the album, and I also wanted to rank it. Now, I don't know how I intend on doing that live, but maybe I can be like an iPad girl and I can do it on my iPad as I do this. Yeah. Okay. Love that idea. Continue. Okay. So, first, I want to talk about Slim Pickens, okay? I want to talk about fucking Slim Pickens. And I want to talk about this song because it just hits me in a way that I didn't even know that I needed. Mind you, it has a country twang, which is usually not my vibe. That's usually not my je ne sais quoi, if that's the term. It's usually not my thing. But something about the way she sings it is so satisfying. Jesus, what's a girl to do? Like, exactly. What is a girl to do? What is a girl to do? Like, it's just something about Sabrina. Like, she is so talented. She really has range, and she has variety, and she's versatile as fuck. And I really fuck with the song Slim Pickens. That would be number one on my list, honestly. I'm going to write that on my ranking. For number one is Slim Pickens. Now, let's unpack the lyrics. Let's do that one. Okay. So, opening line of Slim Pickens. Guess I'll end this life alone. Now, let's start there. I'm tucking my hair behind my ears because let's start there. She just understands, like, she just gets it, okay? I'm just gonna read through the lyrics for you, and then obviously you can listen to the song, but like, there's just something that she gets about me. I don't understand it. Okay, she said, guess I'll end this life alone. I am not dramatic. These are just the thoughts that pass right through me. All the douchebags in my phone Play him like a slot machine. If they're winning, I'm just losing. Okay, a boy who's jacked and kind. Girl, stand up. But can't find his ass to save my life? Exactly, clock it. She said, oh, it's slim pickings. If I can't have the one I love, I guess it's you that I'll be kissing just to get my fixins. Since the good ones are deceased or taken, I'll just keep on boning and... Boning? Well, yes. I'll just keep on moaning and bitching. I'll just keep on moaning and bitching. Now, funny enough, on number 2 on the ranking, I'm going to put Please, Please, Please. Because, honestly, please, please, please don't prove I'm right. If you want to go and be stupid, don't do it in front of me. Like, literally, don't do it in front of me, please. Please, 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 please. Like, she understood the assignment with that, because Please, Please, Please is the epitome of how I've been feeling lately. Like, don't prove I'm right, and please, please, please don't bring me to tears when I just did my makeup so nice. Like, I'm a bad bitch. We have to get really serious and we have to tighten up, okay? And it's Pride Month, and that's on the list too, but that's not the point right now. Okay, yeah. Number 3 on my ranking. Number 3 on my ranking is probably Bad Reviews. Bad Reviews. Okay. Bad Reviews is a really good song. I'm going to read the lyrics again. Okay. Literally, story of my life, guys. Oh my God. Ready? I've heard all the bad news and the bad reviews. Couple bad gut feelings. Well, I've had them too. But I still choose to be in love with you. Oh my God. Been alone for so long. I've got something to prove. If I close an eye, it's almost like your red flags are blue. So still I choose to be in love with you. Short fuse and long baths like you're fresh out of rehab, and I'm fresh out of any good judgment. I'm intentionally careless. At least I got self-awareness. Just want someone to love me who doesn't. I've heard all the bad news and the bad reviews. All my friends trying to save me while I cut them loose because I refuse to be wrong again, and I can't lose another boy that's not even my boyfriend. Still I choose to be in love with you. Still I choose to be in love with you. Mind you, that's all the words to the song. Like, that's the entire song. 2 minutes and 20 seconds of pure pain. Like, we have to put Bad Reviews at number 3. Like, we have to put Bad Reviews at number 3, because literally she had no business getting in my shit like that. Okay, now that I'm really thinking about it, we're actually gonna do just my top 5, because girl, who has the time? Okay, next song I'm gonna put at number 4 is Busy Woman. Busy Woman is a banger. And honestly, it's really just scripture. It's really scripture. And it's for when you're really tripping and you forget that you actually have a life outside of a nigga or a girl, and you really forget that you're just not all wrapped up in their everything and their this and that and their life and their what they think and all of that in the relationship. And like, girl, I'm a busy woman. Like, maybe not all the time, but I be a busy woman. And like, nigga, I've done a lot. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and argue with a nigga when I'm a busy woman. Like, please, let's get so fucking serious. So basically, her words are like, the words of the song are her saying like, I'm really mature, except when you reject me. And then I really can't promise that I'm gonna be ethical or make any sort of sense, because I'm just confused on how you feel that way. And then she's like, but if you need that, my clothes are off. Like, I'm literally there. I'm there. Like, I will get on that. But if you don't need that, I didn't need that anyway. And that's like the whole vibe of the song. And that's so real, because literally if I didn't need that, I wouldn't have got that. And guess what? I always get that. So why do I be acting like I don't be getting that? Even as a busy woman like myself, and I don't even be that busy, nigga, and I still got time to get what I want. So there's no excuse. Everybody should be getting what they want this summer, bro. Get on that. Get down on it. Like, literally get down on it, because there's no reason that we shouldn't all be having our way. Like, when I really sit here and think about it, it's actually kind of confusing. Okay. Back to it. At number 5, I'm going to put the song Sharpest Tool. Now, I am not that familiar with Sharpest Tool, and I was tempted to put the song Juno, because I actually love that song and I think it's really cute. And I like the production of Juno a lot. But I'm going to put Sharpest Tool simply for the lyrics once again. And we're going to go ahead and read those right now. I know you're not the sharpest tool in the shed. We had sex. I met your best friends. Then a bird flies by and you forget. Ate that. literally ate that, because why is that so true? Every nigga is like squirrel as fuck. Like, what is going on with you doing major things and then forgetting that you did that? Can we unpack that? Like, I just got chills on my legs. I'm actually scared. Guys. Help. I'm actually terrified. Like, no, seriously. Okay, continuing. I don't hear a word till your guilt creeps in. On a Tuesday, send a soft hey. Too real. Actually made me sick. As if you really don't recall the time we were going right, then you took a left. Left me with a lot of shit to second guess. Guess I'll waste another year on wondering if that was casual, then I'm an idiot. I'm looking for an answer in between the lines, lying to yourself if you think we're fine. You're confused and I'm upset, but we never talk about it. Girl. First of all, somebody send this nigga this song. First of all, somebody put my nigga on Sabrina Carpenter now, because he needs this whole album front to back, literally on vinyl, on CD, in his car, on the aux. Everywhere he goes, I need him to be hearing these words, because what isn't clicking, Steven? I don't understand, literally. And this is so clear and concise, and women are so smart and perfect, and we could put our fucking thoughts into such clear words. Like, she is literally in the inner fucking, what did Emma Chamberlain say? The fucking flaps of my brain. She's in the inner workings of my brain, literally being like, yes, and writing down everything and then putting it in music and releasing it just for me, like a fucking industry plan. And it's pissing me off because this shit is too good. I'm not understanding, like, literally, or niggas just ain't shit. That's probably the truth. That's actually the reality of the situation. Niggas ain't shit. But in reality, damn, for everybody, even Sabrina Carpenter, damn, we can't have shit. I'm so sorry, Sabrina girl. I'm really sorry. But yeah, my official ranking, top 5 for short and sweet, is 1, Slim Pickens, 2, Please, Please, Please. Okay, this is in no particular order, by the way, except for Slim Pickens. That's definitely my number 1. I fucking love that song. Please, 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 Bad Reviews, Busy Woman, Sharpest Tool. Banger after banger. Another banger. Literally. Thank you. That's all I have to say about the album. Okay, I need to talk about this while I'm thinking about it, because I was just trying to show one of my friends one of the Sabrina Carpenter songs, and she was like, we're so different. I was like, bitch, how can you not eat this shit up? Because literally, if you really think about it, white girls are so good at putting that shit on the floor. Like, they have nothing to do but put that shit on the floor. Think about fucking Taylor Swift. She has nothing to do but put that shit on the floor. Literally on the floor, all her business. And so it's like, I have to appreciate the vulnerability. I have to appreciate how almost corny it is. But when you're corny, you're free. Like, the older I get and the more I think about it, the more I realize that. And it's actually a really comforting thought, to be honest. Now, this leads into the next topic I had on my list, which was losing yourself in relationships. So I don't have that much experience with relationships, because literally, like, and I know people say this, they're like, and by choice, I don't be da-da-da. But, like, truly, you guys, by choice, if you know me, it is by choice, because I have always struggled so much just with my own life and my own things. And I've always been so truly centered on myself, which I always saw as a bad thing, which it genuinely isn't. Just with moderation, like, obviously, to certain extents, anything can be negative. But, like, I've always just been wrapped up in my own shit. And I really never had the capacity for a relationship, and I never sought it out or, like, even thought about it or whatever. But recently I met someone who made me consider that, and I can't tell if I got played. Like, I'll have to update you guys. Like, we don't know. And I've tried to be really careful about what I say, but I feel like that in itself is kind of bad. Like, I'm probably just going through a canon event of, like, having a nigga who's not shit and, like, really caring about him so much and pouring into him so much, and he's just like, whatever, you know? But I really think that's what's going on. But I'm about to sound like a dumb bitch, but there is things that he does that it's like, he really does try. And, you know, I don't know. But when it's bad, it's bad. And I've been realizing that I was losing myself in the relationship in the beginning, as much as I hate to admit it, just because I was losing myself in the routine of it all, of the seeing each other every day and the being together all the time. And I don't know, it was good until it wasn't, because it's really easy to lose yourself that way. And I think that girls get a lot of the brunt of that, of like oh, well, like, you need to love yourself and you need to figure it out and you need to do this and you need to do that. And men can sit on their high horse and say that, when it's like, nigga, you have also lost yourself in the relationship when you weren't going home and you were at my house for 2 weeks straight. I'm trying not to talk shit. I might cut this out. But this is just for the homies. So it's like, the fuck? But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I feel like girls get a lot of flack for losing themselves in relationships when men do it as well, and it just looks differently. But I don't know. I think that I needed to lose myself a little bit to find myself again, because getting into a situation with someone you care about, of course you are pouring yourself in so much and you're doing a lot and you want them to be happy and all those things, and you do get lost in it. But without getting lost, I wouldn't have actually realized how lost I had already been before him. So it's like, I appreciate it, and I wish more people saw it as something that I can bounce back from instead of something that's like holding me back so badly. Because in reality, I feel like I have more clarity than ever just from the last week of like genuinely being so in the thick of it and crashing the fuck out, flashing out, losing my mind, because I didn't know who I was for a second, and it really was scary. But I do appreciate him for not leaving me through that process. And yeah, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it too much because I feel like the biggest thing I've learned with like adult relationships especially is like keeping things to yourself is so important. And it eliminates a lot of drama. It eliminates a lot of like advice that you didn't ask for. And I don't think any relationship is easy, and I think all relationships take work. But I'm very grateful to have the self-awareness to like know that I was losing myself but also finding myself again, because I feel like when I was younger it was way harder to come back to that, and the older I get it's a little bit easier every single time, and that gives me a lot of hope, because really I just don't want life to harden me. Like when it comes down to it, I don't want life to harden me. I want to be who I am, and I never want to switch up just because of the situations that I'm in. And I don't want things to change the way that I am as a person, because I like who I am. And I think I get fucking lost in other shit and I forget that I really like who I am. Nigga, I'm cool as fuck. Like, don't piss me off. On a similar topic, I want to talk a little bit about adult friendships and how amazing they are. Okay. If I thought being friends with people was the most fulfilling thing I had ever experienced when I was a child and a teenager, I had no idea, okay? I had no idea what was in store. And I'm so grateful to have friends. I'm so grateful to have friends. Guys, I'm so grateful for you guys. Whoever is hearing this, like, you're probably my bitch. You're probably my home skillet biscuit, literally in the most literal sense. So thank you for everything that you do. And I am really grateful just to not be alone in this life. And that sounds a little bit needy. Sorry. Sorry. But it is really comforting to know that there's other people in my life who are my age going through the same things I'm going through, who I've known for years. And I think that's actually what I'm put on this earth to do. Like, it actually brings me so much comfort and so much joy. And I wouldn't change it for anything. And it's actually so beautiful now that I am going through like so many new things and experiencing things that I didn't experience, or experiencing things that I haven't experienced that other people were for years, when I was kind of feeling isolated in my own experiences. It's nice now to feel like I've kind of caught up, and it doesn't even revolve around relationships. It's just in general. Like, I live on my own, I pay bills, I'm dating, I'm doing these things, and it's like, wait, we're all doing the same shit. We're all just trying to be happy. We're all just trying to find our purpose. We're all just figuring it out. And it is really comforting. And I don't know, there's nothing like it. And it's especially being a woman. Like, men will never understand. God fucking bless and fuck them. Happy Pride Month. I'll get to that. But seriously, being a woman is one of the most amazing things, and having relationships with other women is some of the most amazing connections that I could ever ask for, literally on planet Earth. Like, I genuinely feel so much comfort in knowing that, like, Jada or Harmony or Cass, like, these are people that are around me, or Alicia, that are going through things that I'm going through, and we can just talk about it and be like, wait, this is my bitch. Like, I'm not alone, and literally anything that I'm going through, I can talk about it and it's going to be okay. And that's a big deal for me because sometimes I don't know if shit's going to be okay. So to know that things are going to be okay, not because you guys tell me, but just through watching you guys live life and be okay and life goes on, like, every single one of the people who's around me inspires me, and I've been waiting for my circle to feel that way. And I built this shit brick by brick. Like, this is my For You page, this is my life, and I built this shit brick by brick, and I love every single one of the people who's around me, and I've never felt that way in such a literal sense. Granted, the caveat is the people who are directly around me right now, I actually have to do something about that. But I think it's just circumstantial. Is that the word? Or like situational? Because I moved in February and I quickly got like involved in like the Oakland scene, quote unquote. I don't know. And it was fun for a long time. It was really fun. But then it quickly got toxic. And now I'm kind of trying to find my footing again. But I think that's just how it goes. And I think everything is ebbs and flows. And I'm just trying not to be like discouraged or, feel the weight of those things, because I'm really working on taking things with a grain of salt. And that goes for everything in life. Like I have to stop taking things so literal and so personal and internalizing things. It just adds so much stress that is not needed on top of an already stressful transitional time of life. And that's like my biggest goal right now, is just like being super present, not being in my head, not catastrophizing. Bing, bang, boom, in that order. Okay, I have 3 things left that I want to talk about. I'm going to touch on one of them briefly. Is dating men that are similar to your dad a mental illness? If so, diagnose me now. Lock me up. Literally lock me up. Throw away the key forever and ever. I don't know how I've managed to do this, but it's also such a great learning lesson that I literally don't know how I would have learned otherwise. And I think that's the frustrating part. But wow, do I empathize with my mother? Wow, do I empathize with Mama Bear? Like, so sorry, sister. Like, I did not know it was this bad out here. I did not know. And I'm sorry. Like, I look back on some of the things that I thought about my mom when she was doing certain things or like whatever. I'm like, damn, girl. To be honest, she should have done worse. And that was just an honorable mention. Okay, I wanted to talk about Pride Month, but actually I just realized I have nothing to say because I have not even been engaging with or for my community. I'm so sorry to the people. I'm so sorry. But I will do better, and I will report back with better news. I will report back with better news by the end of the month. Most definitely by the end of the month, okay? Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about is following my dreams. Yes, this is such a broad topic, but I want to talk about following my dreams and where I'm going to start. Because for me, the hardest thing when it comes to thinking about things is where to start. Like, I get very stuck on that, and I will literally be the most ambivalent person and do nothing when I can't figure out where to start on something. And it's very terrible, and I want to change that. So I don't know if I've literally ever spoken this out loud, because I really don't talk about it that much because I'm easily discouraged, but, talking things out loud actually does help. And I really do believe in like manifesting and saying things out into the universe. And I want to do that. So I'm going to start talking about my goals and things like that and my dreams. So one of them being that if I had to pick a job, like if tomorrow I had to pick a job, I could get it for sure. And I would like know that I would love it. I would like review music. I would be one of those people who goes to shows, who reviews albums, who has like, I don't know, like either like a website or like a blog and does like reviews of music. I would love to do that. I think that would be so much fun. I would literally love my job. I would never complain a day in my life. And I was thinking about it and I was like, wait, why do I have to wait to start that? Like who's gonna point to me and be like, now you, like, bitch, now go. Like, no, I can do it tomorrow. I have a blog, first of all, that I've had forever. So I have like a place that I could put it. I just have to kind of rework it. But that could be a project for me. That could be something to hyper fixate on and focus on instead of niggas, for God's sake. And also, like, just somewhere to start. I could, like, even review the album I was just talking about and like really make a genuine breakdown of it and what I think and my thoughts. And why not? Like, literally, I need to start using my free will. Like, guys, we all have free will. We can do whatever the fuck we want on any given day, except like breaking the law. But even that, no, I'm kidding, kind of. But, you know, free will is actually an amazing thing. And I forget I have it all the time. And I think we have to lock in with that, because the more that we use our free will, I think the freer you feel. I didn't even mean to rhyme, but I think that's just the truth and how it goes. And I know so many things just seem like common sense that I say, and I'm like, oh, can you believe that? Da da da. But guys, my brain is filled to capacity, and it feels like scrambled eggs are in there at all times. So for me to even come to any sort of realization is actually such a miracle, and we just have to take the small wins, okay? But that's all I have for now. This is basically just like one big audio message for the homies. But I wanted to catch you guys up on my thoughts on a couple of things. I don't know if you care. Hopefully you do. Bitch, listen to the whole thing if you made it this far. Dap me up right now in the comments or just out loud. And I love you so much. And I'll catch you on the next one. XOXO.